Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down now, it's Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They go play action with Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now Wilson on first down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Off the play fake, Love. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Leonard Williams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And out across midfield down to the 45. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Complete. It's Johnson. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
First down, going to the air with Love. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Trucks over him. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And finally he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there for Indy.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Pushes him over. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The point after is good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing. Love. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Love. This is caught. Touchdown. Devontae Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. First and 10, Taylor now. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On first down, Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Colts are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Underway. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Love from the gun. And that's complete to Adams. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Love now. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to fourth down. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Indy.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll run here with Taylor. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Good job there defensively to push him back on first down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Play fake. Here's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. On play action. Love to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Ramirez. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Going back to Love. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that it.
And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now Love. buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Love fires that quickly outside. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And the Colts are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Runs through the contact, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. Dances by at the 20. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
He finds his man complete. That's Ramirez. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 4th down, Love. Intercepted at the goal line. Read it well. Colts are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter.